Welcome back, episode 163 of Revisited, and a little Spider-Man stuff. We don't talk enough live-action things, honestly, even though one of our recent videos was a live-action movie. We're not trying to hear this. We just do not talk enough about movies, live-action stuff, especially the superhero genre, which is very contentious regardless of whatever aisle you're coming from.
We need to start hitting some of them Batman.
There's a lot of them Batmans.
Dark Knight Rises, especially Dark Knight Rises.
But part of the problem is these moms are doing 45-minute balls.
Is part of the problem.
And it's like, what are we... How could you possibly talk about the Dark Knight Rises for 45 minutes?
I haven't looked in a while, so maybe I'll go back and...
Yeah, let's add to the pile of Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, sure.
We are talking about Why I Love the Amazing Spider-Man by Never Nothing. Never heard of it?
I like that name quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a great name. Yeah, that's description, boys. I know that it's much cooler to not like stuff than it is to like stuff, but here's why I love the Amazing Spider-Man anyway. I would agree that people think it's cooler to not like things, but ignore those people. I love a great many things, and I will never apologize for loving them things.
Yeah, it's it is what it is with YouTube and people and everything. It's not like you won't get views for liking something over not liking something.
Even if you might get more views for trashing something, you will still get an audience just going to, hey, totally not Mark.
Has Mark been? I haven't seen.
One of the biggest anime YouTubers of all time is a man that is mostly positive. Even when he knows he has to be negative here because he doesn't like a thing or doesn't find it good, he's still doing his best to go, this is pretty alright. Even though it's the hot Duke.
Hasn't been doing too much. Last thing was Vinland, so he's taking his time. And
he went from weekly to bi-weekly. Honestly, he should do like Patreon or something and stream himself watching these things he's about to do.
He could probably ghostwrite some stuff for other people. He has that knowledge of JoJo's. Just farm out JoJo crap. Who cares?
Who honestly cares? All right, let's just get into this. Oh, by the way, The Amazing Spider-Man is a terrible movie.
Yes.
Just to put it out there in case somebody has never seen us before, we think it's a terrible movie.
I think they were both of our bottom four. Two of the bottom fours.
Of what?
Of the list of Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 are the bottom two.
Are they?
Yes.
I thought they weren't.
No, they are the bottom two.
Wow. Oh, no. Well.
What would you put below either of them?
You know.
Spider-Man 3? No.
Where's my
Far
list?
From Home? No.
I felt like I had my list. Homework. Oh, that's not helpful. I don't have the list anymore. The list is gone. It's
Again,
fine.
in your mind, quickly, what would you put below either of them?
I put something below.
Spider-Verse?
No.
Either of them?
Of course not.
So, these are the bad ones. Spider-Man 3? Would you put it below either of them?
No.
Spider-Man Far From Home?
Okay. Thanks to the Discord, you said 2 into Spider-Man 1, Homecoming, No Way, Across, 3, Far, Amazing 1, Amazing 2.
Yes. I have never not been this man.
Oh, I found mine. I said 2 into Homecoming, Across, No Way, Spider-Man 1, Homecoming, 3, Amazing 1, Amazing 2. Okay, never mind.
It was never not them two. These are the worst Spider-Mans.
Oh, wow. Alrighty then.
So now let's get into it.
Nowadays, we're used to seeing a superhero movie hit theaters once every couple months, but back in 2007, after the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy had just ended, it was a different story. The Raimi trilogy proved that not only could you make 2 great superhero movies, but also that these things could rake in some serious cash.
Well, X-Men 2 did that. It was a great movie, and it raked in a lot of... Blade did it! Like...
It did get a fair amount of money for the time.
So, like, to just go, these proved it when we've already had proof of these things, it means nothing.
There were 3 superhero movies in 2007. They were Ghost Rider,
Whoa.
Spider-Man 3, and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Crazy bar.
Ooh,
I think
boy.
Ghost Rider made quite a bit, though. I'm almost certain that made, like, 4 times its budget.
It made, on a $110 million budget, it made $228.
Less than 2 times its budget.
Oh, boy.
Why did it get a sequel?
I'll tell you why it got a sequel. The budget was $57 million.
Hey.
They slashed that money.
Hey, you want to do it again? You better half and then some that budget.
That's crazy.
How much did it make?
132.
And it did better then.
I mean, in terms of
The return.
this is 4 years later, they were just like, hey, that movie you ain't watch? That's about enough. Maybe you want another one.
But not quite as good looking. We're gonna make it a little worse.
A little uglier, a little longer. That's cool.
Because clearly the problem was it was too pretty and slightly too short. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But with that story now over, they would have to figure out another way to tap into the budding superhero market.
Ooh, so the story wasn't quite over because they were working on 4 until problems arose from 4.
And it wasn't over. It's not like Peter died or they were just like, this is the end of the story. He jumped into a portal and it's just like, well, we'll never see him again.
Yes.
You can feasibly take them
Even
any
that's not good
direction.
enough because we've seen comic book do that. Like, the current run of James Bond is over.
So after Spider-Man 3, what else was there to do beside wait 5 years and do it all again? I remember clear as day when I first heard that they were rebooting Spider-Man and the guy from The Social Network would be playing Peter Parker. It instantly clicked in my brain, and I had no doubt that he'd be a great Spidey. And again, clear as day, I can remember going to see the amazing...
This feels a lot like confirmation bias, unfortunately. You heard the actor and went, this is going to be great.
I think that based on the fact that these are actors, they were chosen for this role through a large committee, directors, writers, whatever went through those. They would have to be at least a good one because there's been so few things.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm thinking about the last one where I'm like, I don't really see like this person as this character. Yeah, all the Avengers are good. Andrew Garfield is good, and you know, he's not as nerdy. He's more neurotic than nerdy. But that's more about the writing and the
Dr. Doom.
We don't know yet. I don't think that's fair.
I'm calling it now.
Johnny Storm, Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, even in the beginning, that one was like, that's not a great choice.
Well, that's for obvious reasons.
I mean, even then, he doesn't have enough of bombastic roles to feel like this man can do a bombastic Johnny Storm.
It just felt more like we got Michael B. Jordan. Let him be
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan. It seemed like they were writing around Michael B. Jordan, not the character of Johnny Storm.
Amazing Spider-Man on the 4th of July 2012 and walking out of that theater loving Spider-Man just as much as I ever had before. And then I remember going to see The Amazing Spider-Man 2 my senior year of high school. I actually remember going to see it multiple times because I loved it so much. Both movies had
So
fantastic
you were the one.
web-slinging action with great music, and my boy Eduardo was killing it.
No.
You choked on your water.
I will not allow, because he said great music while showing Electro, and that's in
Itsy Bitsy Spider.
not just the Izzy Busy Spider, but the he lied to me
He hurt me.
he hurt to me. I hate him. It's like, ugh, we got it. We don't need to. The music is supposed to inform what's going on, not just tell us what's going on.
It's the most Ruby Bush you will
You
ever.
keep talking about the
It's the worst in the world. The lyrics are literally their feelings
It's
while they're
fine.
going through the
It's
thing.
fine. Sometimes
It's
you
the
need that.
worst.
Sometimes you need to be spoon fed.
Oh, sometimes you need a go-go Broly.
Ugh.
Oh, okay then.
But that doesn't make any sense because you're supposed to. Who's cheering for Broly in the sense of
Everyone.
I want these characters to live?
He hates me. I crushed him. It's so bad.
Where is this?
And I hate
Okay,
that you introduced me
something's-
to this.
Something's happening. Oh my goodness, agony inside of me. My pulse is racing. It's this paranoia Spider-Man that I can't remove because they're annotated. He lied to me. He shot at me. He hates on me. He lied to me. He shot on me, repeating. He's using me. Fragility, electricity, afraid of me. He's dead to me. Thank you. I got it.
If you've never seen the movie,
I'm watching the movie.
does that not inform you of everything that's going on?
I'm watching. You're telling me what's going on as I'm watching it. No, that's not.
He's swinging. Well, thanks, movie.
Fantastic web-slinging action with great music, and my boy Eduardo was killing it.
How about now? You still wired in?
But then something truly tragic happened to me. I started spending more time on the internet.
See, no, that was part of your
Yeah.
problem. Cinema Sans is worthless criticism in terms of film and such.
And they do this with everything, so it's not necessarily about Spider-Man and it being bad or doing anything worse than another movie. They do this with anything and everything.
If anything, the only thing this should allow to permeate you should allow to permeate your mind is this is a perspective I did not have, and now I'm learning about the other side, and that has informed my opinion of this film, and I still love it, or my opinion is lowered a little bit, or my opinion is raised a little bit because I don't agree with it. And if this is the best that people have in terms of argument, then their arguments are roughly not worth engaging with. Just like the dude in the comment section that was about the Deus Ex Machina with Golden Wind. And it's just like, well, no, I still think it's a Deus Ex, and they got a different perspective. It changed their mind. That's the best you can hope for.
But these movies are fucking miserable to watch. They have little to no humor. They have almost no signs of
Oh
life.
boy, Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
You picked some
Nah,
real bad.
don't you get away from him. Flamenco or Flamenco, whoever that was. I'm pretty sure
Filmento.
they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not. I don't remember. Have we done them?
We've done Phil
okay.
Mento before,
I'm about to
but
say.
I don't know if we did the Spider-Man.
But whatever the case may
High
be.
Top Film, maybe? No, he loves it. Never mind.
Whatsoever.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
But yeah,
2.
you'll find those people that do like and praise them. What about those? What about that side of the internet? These are going to be praised and derided.
Is the worst movie I've ever seen.
Like its title, it really was amazingly shitty.
You don't have likable characters and charming, over-the-top
So
performances.
fucking bad that it turned into an unintentional parody of itself.
I would rather roll around in piss, blood, and vomit of an Ebola patient than ever watch
Okay, this went on a little too long.
this movie again.
Could it be true? Were these movies really that bad and I just never noticed? Comment after comment.
I mean, they can't be bad, and you not notice that because you were enjoying yourself so much. And you can still love it, even if you go, oh, wow, I guess these are bad, but doesn't hurt my opinion of it, my enjoyment of it.
Video after video, I realized that this was no one's favorite take on Spider-Man, and I did eventually
You can't say that it was nobody, because you could find people. Surely you could find somebody praising the Eternals,
We saw somebody praise Wonder Woman 84,
which was a horrible rape fantasy.
and it's like, don't look up Eternal, the misunderstood genius of Eternals. Watch this bush! An underrated masterpiece. God! I'm getting mad at imaginary YouTubers. They know why And I shan't be rewatching Eternals for videos. I shan't be.
There we go. David Chin, Eternals is great. Don't believe the hate. There you go. This is Eternals. That movie was shit.
Movie sucked.
So you can't tell me you ain't find nobody what was praising Spider-Man.
The worst Spider-Man is better than the best Eternals. It's gonna be.
Was there anybody else? Really? Let's go everything great about Eternals.
And I went Eternal.
Yeah, there we go. We got two 16-minute videos. There we go.
There you go.
Boy, oh boy, watch this. Check this out right here. What's Bluetooth connected?
Your speaker, maybe?
No.
Amazing teamwork to take out this dope-looking bull deviant.
It's teamwork.
Eternals is better than the Snyder Cut.
No.
Marvel Studios Eternals is most underrated MCU film. Don't at me.
No, most underrated.
Eternals is good, actually. Eternals, the best MCU movie of 2021, question mark?
Question mark, okay. Comment. This is why I watch Cinema Wins. I saw Eternals in the theaters and left feeling uninspired. But these videos always remind me that every movie is someone's favorite. And hearing someone sing the praises for a piece of art you might not think of is more than fun. That you might not think much more of is more fun than hearing the same tired takes about why it's bad. Thank you for creating wholesome and optimistic videos. Shut the up.
Yeah, actually, shut the up. But, just found some Eternals.
So, people like Eternals.
Don't see how.
Don't tell me nobody was talking about Spider-Man positively. Don't tell me you the brave one giving these flaming hot takes.
The music's good, shrug shoulders.
see see what everyone was talking about. For some reason, the movies had a dark, Batman-like tone that just doesn't fit the character very well. They seemed overly concerned with setting up sequels and spin-offs, probably in an attempt to keep up with the MCU. This version of Peter felt significantly different from what we were used to at the time, and a lot of people had a problem with that. And that's just to name a few of the common complaints. After hearing about how bad these movies were, I looked for reasons not to like them when I watched them. And I think when you watch anything with that in mind, you'll find what you're looking for. But when you're a kid, it's kind of the opposite. When I was younger, I never really questioned whether or not a Spider-Man movie was good. I remember seeing Spider-Man 3 and loving it simply because I loved Spider-Man. He was infallible. I mean, how could I not like a Spider-Man movie? Now, I'm not trying to say that my lack
But don't you... Okay.
of critical thinking was a good thing, but it did have its perks. Like,
No, but don't you think it's bad to go, this is going to be a Spider-Man movie, so how could I not like it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't... There are terrible Superman movies I hate. It just is shrug shoulders.
When a band puts out a new piece of music, you just sit there just going, I understand the fact that you guys have put out a lot of good music. Please don't be trash. Because it's always in the back of your mind. Just
Yes!
like, I can't pretend that this is good. I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is good.
You might be my favorite band, artist, rapper of all time. This is not it. I'm sorry. I got 4 songs out of this 19-song album. That's not good enough.
how the saying goes, ignorance is bliss. But at the same time, I do think that
movie
some
really look like that?
perks, like how the saying goes, ignorance.
It looks so bad.
It's not good.
I don't remember this shot.
And I think at the time they were like, they've broken the budget for Spider-Man 3. When's the last time you saw Spider-Man 1?
Oh, no. I recognize that looks just really, really bad.
Okay.
That's just like whatever. But this,
Is bliss.
they're
a
further
really
in, and they're doing like lighting things like that and
was a good
camera
thing, but
movements
it
as
did have
opposed to
its
just
perks. Like how the saying
cartoon
goes,
Green
ignorance is
Goblin
bliss.
flying away.
Yeah, that Spider-Man did not look great. I can't think of a shot in Spider-Man 2 that looked as bad as that shot with Spider-Man
But
there.
at the same time, I do think that sometimes we let other people affect how much we enjoy something a little too much. For example, imagine you're going to see a movie and on the way there you look up its Rotten Tomatoes score and it's 100%. Everyone's saying it's the best movie ever and it makes Citizen Kane look like it was written in crayon.
Well, see, then you would be like, that's the hyperbolic people. I'm sure those are people that were the Snyder Cut people.
Oh,
and there's
for
like,
sure.
we're gassing this up to infinity. I would not listen to those people. You have the people that will review bomb it negatively. You have the people that will review bomb it
Love
positively.
bomb.
I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if there's like a positive word for that, but whatever that case may be, just looking at that, I wouldn't just go, okay, this gonna be it. I'm like, I'm gonna walk in and walk out with whatever feelings I have.
You may be more or less excited about it now, but it is still your opinion based on what you watched in that theater.
When I walked into Weapons, I think it had 100. And I was just like, yep, that's it. When I walked into The Long Walk, I think it had like 70 something. And I'm like, all right, I'm more to Weapons.
Dang. I think I like The Long Walk more than Weapons, but Weapons is a better movie.
That's the way to put it.
Regardless of how much you would have liked the movie without knowing all that, you're probably going to walk out of that theater and say, hey, that was pretty good, at the very least. Obviously,
No, you might be like, it didn't live up to the hype. I was expecting more. You might just be
I enjoyed myself.
Of the numbers, you could be like, it was good, it was bad, it was whatever. You wouldn't just walk out of it going, that was pretty good, based purely on the numbers of Rotten Tomatoes.
is a lot of valid criticism of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. There's just no denying that. But I feel like the hate surrounding these movies has kind of snowballed over the years, with everyone convincing everyone else to hate the movies just as much as they...
See,
I don't think people needed to be convinced is the problem. If anything, these people put words into the mouths of people that were already frowning.
and I don't like when people are like this, where it's just like all these people that don't like it, mindless sheep. They're just following. They're just parroting these same things. You can't just feel like it's too dark on your own without being influenced by Cosmonaut Variety Hour. You can't have that opinion on your own.
You can't walk out of the theater with that opinion and then see Cosmo say it. And
say the same thing.
And go, oh, see, other people are feeling the exact thing I felt here.
Me and Cosmo can have the exact same feelings absent of each other about this movie.
And I can think Cosmo is really bad at film criticism, but still have the rough same opinion on this film. The issue is the way he constructs his thoughts as opposed to the thoughts itself.
In a world where we love comparing different versions of Spider-Man, this one has unjustly become...
We love comparing anything, everything.
Everything.
The Batman were compared. The Superman were compared.
Superman and Batman are compared.
When in bands change musicians, the bassist, the drummer, they'll be compared. This dude's not fast enough. This dude's not keeping a tempo. Whatever the case may be.
The band became good when this dude came in.
In Johnny Craig, Emerosa, Todd Collar.
Yeah, but now they've changed their sound and they're a completely different band. Rain City Drive is still basically Slaves, just without Johnny Craig.
In a world where we love comparing different versions of Spider-Man, this one has unjustly become the punching bag of the group. Everyone's favorite version of Spider-Man to hate. And look, if you truly hate these movies...
But you can just go, if you look at them, this is the lowest one. You've got your nostalgia. Let's just say Tobey Maguire nostalgia. He's the first one. He's the template. He ground floor, nerdy dude. He's set it all off. With this one, they tried to do a little something more eccentric. You look at him and you would not say this is a nerd that nobody would like. You look at a Tobey Maguire, you go, that's a nerd. Nobody would like him. You're fighting an uphill battle with this 6'2", fairly good looking dude. With Tom Holland, shorter dude, shrimpier. He is
mousier.
He's eccentric, but he's more fast talking,
nervous energy.
Nervous energy. That's a good way to put it. So if you look at all those, just lay them all on the line. This Spider-Man is a lot less like the Spider-Man that we know, the traits that we know, the look that we know. So he's fighting an uphill battle,
if nothing else.
Yes. So and we, if we don't get that, he's gonna be number 3. Now, is it a Tobey Maguire is 100, Tom Holland is a 99, Andrew Garfield is a 60, or is Andrew Garfield an 89, but he's still third place, but he's not that far behind the other ones? That's what you need to ask. Is he the punching bag in terms of there's got to be a third, or is he a punching bag in terms of he's just not good at all? That's why he's the punching bag.
Genuinely think they're garbage? Then click off of this video right now. No, I'm kidding. That would actually be fine, and that's the point. All I ask is that for a moment, you look beyond all of the anti-Amazing Spider-Man propaganda you've seen for nearly a decade now, and see if you can't appreciate some things that these movies did with the character. And
I can appreciate some things anybody did with anything. I can appreciate certain things in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think it's a terrible film. I can appreciate some of the things in Cats. It is one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Calm down.
Yeah, is Cats not one of the worst films you've ever seen?
Well, if I've seen, let's say, 500 movies, and Cats is in the bottom 100, then it's going to be one of the worst films.
Is it in the bottom 50?
I've seen a lot of films.
Is it in the bottom 25?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna task you. I'm gonna go DA.
Are you? I'm gonna. How long did we do Bad Movie Day?
I understand.
3 movies.
I understand. I understand.
Taxi.
I'm gonna go DA. What would you like from me for you to have to just name 25? We should do that for just a stream. Just go through our bottom 25 films. Why they're so sucky.
It'd be difficult because there's some things that are just locked in the back of the mind forever.
Oh, Husk.
What again? We did
What Miss Cool? That golf movie? That black people golf movie?
What the was that?
Time Stopper?
Countdown with the
Countdown! Oh, I forgot about Countdown!
We saw this in the theater.
Oh! I think we had just watched something else, like Broly?
Yeah, we watched. Yep, it was Broly, and then we went to Countdown.
Oh, Lord! The question would be, would I Frankenstein
Yes,
be there?
no.
See, that's the problem.
But that's so special. to me.
Exactly, and that's the problem. It's a terrible movie, but does my love for it elevate it past that bottom 25?
I can't separate it at
The
all.
Room be a bottom 25 movie?
That's hard to say.
And it's so this is the way, if we do end up doing this is the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a critical score, I'm gonna have an enjoyment score, and I'm gonna combine them. So I can think a movie is an 8 and I can feel a 2 from it, and it might equal out to a 5.5.
This is gonna be a nightmare. Countdown came out October 25, 2019, directly before the big cough. That mug is an hour and 30 minutes and not a second longer.
Why do I feel like that movie came out a decade ago?
It feels like a 2012 movie.
Look, the Bye Bye Man!
The Bye Bye Man. These are horror movies. I wonder if that says anything.
Golly, we're gonna have to do this, y'all. And I understand we're saying that and then are never gonna do it.
Yep, never ever.
That's exactly what we're gonna do here today in this video.
We're never gonna do it.
That's exactly what we're gonna do today.
We do not plan these, y'all. I promise you.
Even though these movies have their shortcomings, there are some things that I unapologetically love about them. So
Yes,
That's a good shot.
everything in this world.
Love Urza in Fairy Tale.
buckle up, hit like if you're enjoying the video, and let's talk about why I love The Amazing Spider-Man. So, to no one's surprise, there's something that we have to get out of the way right from the get-go. Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker. I can't remember for the life of me where I heard this, but someone once said that Andrew Garfield may not be the best Spider-Man, but he is the best actor to ever play him. And while I do think that Tommy's got a bright future, I'd have to agree with this. Andrew is obviously a very talented actor, and he meshes...
What does that mean?
In terms of their acting chops. Though Tobey Maguire was incredible.
Yeah. Tom Holland, come on, Spider-Man.
No. He's saying as an actor, not just in the Spider-Man films. Their entire pedigree of work.
Okay.
As an actor, he's the best actor.
I don't give a
Who are you in this? Who are you in this film?
Yeah, Chris Tucker was great as Smokey in
Friday.
Even Friday, but you know, I'm not like, but how is he in Money Talks?
He is.
Why do I remember all these locked away movies?
There's a handful of scenes that really stick out to me in Money Talks. It's the opening the diamond and them falling in the car. It's the come get him where he throws the diamond. It's the family learning he's not Victor Moan Jr. and the father going as far as Victor Moan Jr. What am I saying? I'm not Victor Moan Jr. And then And
what was it? The movie where there was somebody who was robbing a corner store, and they were in Mexico, and they were stuck in there, a hostage situation.
Ooh, you lost me because I was thinking you were talking about Blue Streak with Martin Lawrence, where he had a diamond and in the end he goes to Mexico because he's over the border. You've super lost me. This is what dumb artist criticizes us with stick to the video. Because we are not sticking to this video.
And then he just goes and lies about us for straight faced. Cool.
Yeah, and then delete the comment, call him out about it. I don't know.
I think it's still there.
I think he's been called out enough for the deleting of comments that he stopped deleting.
I looked it up and Blue Streak came up.
Yeah, no, that's because at the end he goes to Mexico.
No, I just remember a store. This is gonna torture me, and I'll figure it out later.
I don't think this movie actually existed.
It 100% existed.
Was there a
and
black
it was
actor in it?
Not set it off as this is suggesting.
Was it starring a black actor? So you got your Chris Tucker, you got your Lawrence, Will Smith.
If anyone, Peanut would know. We'll figure it out. This is good. We're not
very well with this interpretation of Peter
Wait,
Parker.
go back.
In fact, him.
No.
While I do think that Tommy's got a bright future, I'd have to agree with this. Andrew is obviously a very talented actor, and he meshes very well with this interpretation of Peter Parker. In fact, I'd guess that it was...
You know that is our least watched content. No one's gonna get that reference.
But the people that are gonna pop heavy.
probably written around him to a degree. I think where Toby was more of the campy, nerdy type, and Tommy was more of the modern, nerdy type, Andrew just feels more like an outcast. He doesn't have a Ned, and he really doesn't have a Harry either. He's just kind of a loner. This Peter feels...
He does have a Harry, though. He's just not here.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more emotionally broken. On top of the usual Uncle Ben slaughter.
Yeah, that's where people start talking about that dark tone of feeling like the Dark Knight movies because he's this emotionally broken dude.
He doesn't have anybody to bounce off of.
And a lot of his scenes are taking place at night and in sewers and stuff, not well-lit areas.
That we've all become so accustomed to. He was also abandoned by his parents when he was just a kid, something that he probably partially blames himself for. So he doesn't have any friends, his parents left him, and his uncle died, and it was mostly his fault. At the end of the day, the only people Peter really has to rely on are Aunt May and Gwen. I really can't imagine Toby or Tommy playing this Peter better than Andrew did, so you have to give credit where credit is due.
I mean, you can't, I wouldn't think Andrew could play the Toby one as good as Toby did.
Yeah, it's you put them into this situation. I think that they would be a good enough actor to portray these things, and if not, they would tweak it to a certain degree where they could. I don't like the fictional universe in which I don't think this person would be able to play this Spider-Man this well because they didn't play their Spider-Man in this way.
His brokenness and really does feel like an angsty teen trying to figure his life out, which is even more impressive when you consider that he filmed the first Amazing Spider-Man at the ripe age of 30 years old, and the chemistry between him and Emma Stone.
He's an actor.
Yeah, they are cast old to play young and young to play old. It is what it is.
The Fonz was like 50 when he was jumping sharks and
is just perfect. I mean, I'm usually not one to care too much about the love interest in a superhero movie, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't invested in this relationship. Now, is this just...
This was much more to the forefront than other superhero movies. So,
and even the previous Spider-Man films.
You had more of an opportunity to care about this than Iron Man 2 and Pepper Potts.
Yeah, it's a lot of will they, won't they, as opposed to the forlorn, I want this person and this is what I need to do to get them. They're unattainable and I must find a way to obtain them, as opposed to, hey, we're bantering, we're back and forth, we're super chill, and now we're together.
And then also a large crux of it is the whole Gwen's father being the police chief, and
who's
then
going after him.
So we need to have them have that connection to have that antagonistic force of the father, and then the ending where he dies, and just go, okay, so now we have that as well. So it's all leading up to these things. So in order to get these story beats that the director and writers want, it needs to start with making us care about this relationship.
Because I have a big fat crush on Emma Stone. Maybe. But this romance really did feel like something unique, especially when you compare it to the precedent, which was Peter and MJ from the Raimi movies. Their relationship feels like a much more old school, girl next door type situation, which to me is a bit boring and outdated nowadays.
Why is it boring? And outdated means nothing. Because any story can be told at any time and still feel good as long as it is written well. I don't care how old-fashioned truth, justice, blah, blah. I don't care about that
So, Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007, and Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012. Was it outdated in those 5 years? Or are you talking about it's outdated now? Because if you're talking about,
I think even in the initial,
I can't
2020, 2002.
In 5 years, the mindset of how people perceive Muff in characters like this gets outdated? Absolutely not.
I wish he would explain the boring aspect of it.
In The Amazing Spider-Man, however, we have a relationship that feels a bit more real. Gwen is a scientist, just like Peter, so it actually makes sense that they might start hanging out and fall for each other.
Hey, Peter and MJ were childhood friends. Yes. And people grow apart as they get older.
But still have connections that they can refer back to.
Gwen is also a little more tied up in the central narrative, since her dad is a cop who has the hots for the webhead. Oh, and Peter also tells Gwen that he's Spider-Man halfway through the first movie here. There's no need to do that thing where he destroys the relationship because he doesn't want to tell her. We've seen that, and I feel like this puts Gwen much closer to the story, and it opens it up for a deeper relationship between the two.
Okay, so you're going, hey, one of the big criticisms is not my Peter Parker, not my Spider-Man, and I feel like that's unfair, but you're praising it for not being the previous relationship. Not on its own merits, just for, hey, it was different from that one.
Gwen helps Peter be Spider-Man, both physically and...
But is it good stuff?
Yes, that's what you...
They're just doing the thing, and they're doing the thing unlike previously.
It is good because it's different. When we have 1 point of an example beforehand, this is different than that. So it's good because it's not that.
But
which was bad now, but good then?
But even, and then you've also got the people going, this is bad because it's different, and this guy's going, well, give it a different thought, and hopefully you'll learn. Like, come on.
Emotionally. Mark Webb, who directed both movies, was most well known at the time for directing rom-coms like 500 Days of Summer, so it's not surprising that the romance was done really well. It kind of reminds me of how Sam Raimi, who actually had a background in horror, was able to sneak an amazingly horrific scene into Spider-Man 2. I feel like this is most apparent in that scene where they first meet in The Amazing Spider-Man 1, which is both painfully awkward and heartwarming. Nowadays, you see more quirky romances like this one in movies, so it doesn't feel quite as unique anymore, but I personally loved it, and I think both parts were cast really well. Now,
he goes, Mark Webb is known for romantic comedies like 500 Days of Summer. That was his one role. I mean, his one directorial role beforehand.
Beautiful.
Yep. So it wasn't like that. It was that.
When did 500 Days of Summer come out?
2009.
And this came out 2012.
Correct.
Like, it was like right off the back of it, he got the directorial. He signed on like 3 months later.
Yeah, with production and everything. He did in 2010. He did one episode of The Office, and the pilot of a show called Lone Star in 2010 as well.
Okay.
What is Lone Star? Lone Star, Robert Allen, a Texas con man, leads a double life. As Bob, he's married to Kat and living in Houston.
Boy, least watch content.
And living in Houston while working for his oil tycoon father-in-law. 400 miles away in Midland, he is Robert in a second life with his girlfriend Lindsay. As he schemes to take control of the oil business and finds himself torn between the love of two women, he must fight to keep his web of lies from falling apart. That sounds very interesting, actually.
Did it get picked up?
for a season and 7 episodes.
Awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, that does sound interesting.
Yeah, no, it was no, the first episode was very well praised. If this isn't the best received pilot of the season, it's close. Said Metacritic, A+ pilot.
Okay.
4.1 million views. Yeah, it just
didn't catch.
Yeah, it just didn't catch on. Oh.
Season finale bad rating, or not bad rating, bad views.
It appears to have lasted 2 episodes.
And then asked, okay, where did it air?
Fox.
Yeah, Fox viewers, that's probably not enough.
4 million?
That's probably not enough.
That's crazy.
See what the first episode or the first season of like Bob's Burgers did. Because that's years later. No, Bob's Burgers on like season 15, so it would be right around that time.
2011.
Yeah.
$9 million.
Yeah, okay.
And then it stays steady with 4.
So yeah, it probably just was not enough.
But this is animation. That sounds legitimately interesting.
Hey, what do you want?
That sounds interesting.
2 episodes is nuts. I wonder if it aired in like Europe and I can find it somewhere. Because I will download this or acquire however you acquire such.
Look, it says it ran from September 20th.
Yeah, just 2 weeks. It just gave up.
What happened?
It's official. What the? Okay, was there controversy with one of the actors or something?
That'd be in the wiki, and I'm not seeing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
The
on.
views were good. It wasn't whatever, man.
Always good gone.
It might not have been good. Yeah, nobody's talking about
People
it.
were clapping for it. Critics were clapping for it.
Nobody's talking on YouTube about it. What happened? Okay.
Let's talk about.
Pretty good. No, I'll be right there.
I mean, maybe it was because they were those European beers, you know? Aren't they like more alcoholic or something? Yeah, judging by the look in your eyes.
I mean, not like
You
it's.
like driving around with your dog. You're smoking dog.
They're sitting around talking a lot, but
I mean, you're supposed to in a drama like this.
You ignored it, Andrew, for 4 years? No, I'm sorry, but that tells me everything I need to know about working for Thatcher Oil.
This thing's a money pit. Huge upfront cost, then by the time you're up and running, all your technology's already out.
what the?
Yeah.
I am so confused.
This is going to be your obsession. What the f happened to Lone Star?
Why was it just 2 episodes?
Yeah, because when Napoleon Dynamite, maybe it was one of those things where it was a mid-season premiere and it just did not do enough to continue on. Because I think the same thing happened to the Napoleon Dynamite cartoon, where it was supposed to air for like 8 episodes and it did like 5 and then got axed.
Yeah, there's a Wikipedia. I'm not a Wikipedia, a Reddit, and people were like, "Oh, damn, that's crazy, huh?"
What are we talking about?
Y'all remember Lone Star? All right, moving on.
Yeah, what do you do? There's nothing. Lone Star is a short-lived American drama.
Okay, man.
Yeah, that's actually nuts.
All right. We gotta get back to this.
More, but I personally loved it, and I think both parts were cast really well. Now, let's talk about possibly the only thing that we would all be able to agree that these movies do better than any Spider-Man movie, and that's the suit. And no, I'm not talking about this red and blue basketball. I'm talking about this beautiful work of art right here.
But we had to deal with that for a full movie.
Yeah.
So if something is an A and something is an F, that's a C. So I'm not gonna look fondly back on this one and just be like, well, we're not talking about that other one. I'm gonna look at it as a whole. When I'm talking about the Far From series or the Home series or whatever it is,
however we want to classify
I'm gonna be like, yeah, the Night Monkey and the original suit with the homemade and the Iron Spy. I'm gonna talk about all of them. I'm gonna pick my favorite ones, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I ain't talking about it, in that one. Because he just had his original suit. He just like, yeah, I made it. And then he just had this one, like, yeah, I guess he just made it as well.
The big white eyes. Sure, it doesn't take a lot of risks, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In addition to being a huge improvement over this monstrosity, it's also got to be the best live-action Spidey suit to ever see the silver screen.
So let's just say the other one took too many risks, and this one just takes no risks. Isn't that kind of bad to be like, not sticking with your vision of going, we're gonna be different?
I'm sorry, DNA. I'm gonna be very
distracted while you look up Lone Star.
No, legitimately. I'm looking to see if there are downloads of Lone Star. I am super curious on this series now.
And notice how I said live action, because we all know that if we were counting every Spidey suit, then this suit wins by a landslide, but we'll have to save that for another video. This suit was beautiful to look at, even in the CGI scenes. For example, this scene here actually shows the suit flapping in the wind as Spidey's doing a nosedive.
No,
and even though
that's more of a
animation.
The animation, the CGI, the directions. It's not really the how the suit looks, because if the original suit looked like it did and still had the ruffles as it was going through the wind, would that be a positive? This has nothing to do with the suit itself.
all clearly CGI, it makes it feel more real. At least much more real than the suit ever feels on MCU Spider-Man, for example. And this kind of brings me to the next point I wanted to make that might be the most controversial point of this video. The Amazing Spider-Man has the best action and web-slinging we've ever seen in a...
This suit is so amazing. Look at how it ripples. That other one kind of trash. This web swinging is good. Wait a second. You gonna flesh out something, Pip? Or we just going? You didn't even compare it to the other suits. What I would do would be side by side and just go, the emblem is bigger here. Drawing attention to the arms. The blue is a bit more muted, but the red is a bit more popping. Something other than like whatever. Stop looking up Lone Star 2010.
Oh, dude. It legitimately just ratings declined the next week and it got X.
That's some bullshit.
There's somebody that's just like, I got an advanced screener of the first 4 episodes and it's my most prized possession now because there's nowhere to watch these things.
There was a YouTube video because there was a big controversy of Nibbler in the first episode in Futurama.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back. It was like,
Yes,
was the shadow always there?
Mm-hmm.
And there was reprints of it.
Yes,
but it wasn't the original broadcast
that added the shadow.
That people can say added the shadows. Mm-hmm. So there was a big hunt for somebody who VHS the original one, not getting it on VHS because they could just digitally alter it later once they figure out what's going on, but somebody who recorded it, and somebody went through just like, this is it, I found it, this person proved it, I'm gonna prove it now by recording and rewinding and pulling it out, you see. And he did everything that he could possibly do to prove 100% that this was it, the correct, and filmed on the original, like the commercials are factual, all this stuff, and the shadow was there.
Okay, all that work.
I found that to be a very interesting
absolutely
YouTube video. Because
it's really like controlled media, because at any point in time you can go, we're gonna retroactively add a thing, and
you'll never be able to see the original thing ever again.
And it's different for these types of days where you can update a streaming episode, but it's like even the Choose Your Own Adventure episodes of Black Mirror, the Babadook, they took it off. They disabled their Choose Your Own Adventure functionality, and somebody just created a program that allows you to do that offline. There's no way to remove the originals anymore in this day and age. Back then, though,
good luck.
It
might just be gone. There's talking about Lone Star episode 4.
There's old WWF stuff that is on like line as far as official ways to watch it that are
modified.
It's completely modified.
People's music changed.
Oh, dude! Tony Khan bought ROH. It's the most generic. Here they come. Like, I know you were coming out the final countdown. Don't hit me with this bush. Mom's just in the crowd saying it's the final countdown.
Don't believe your lying ears.
Legitimately.
Spider-Man movie. Of course, the Raimi trilogy was kinda held back by the technology of its time, and MCU Spider-Man actually hasn't seen a lot of New York web-slinging action. But let's take this scene from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, for example, which is egregiously underrated. People love talking crap about these movies, but they're quick to forget how awesome this was. In the scene, Spidey and Electro are facing...
But even if you believe it to be awesome, it flies in the face of everything that surrounds the movie. If you're basically feeding me a sandwich with good bread, which we've said before. Well, okay, I can appreciate the sweetness of the bread as I eat.
How do you properly convey to somebody who does not believe that this is awesome that it is in fact awesome?
I do not believe it's awesome.
You can simply say what happens, and that person has seen what happens. So how are you convincing them that it is awesome more than the movie is convincing them that this is awesome?
You can say it excitedly. Is that going to change my perception as a man that does not think this is awesome?
Nope. People going episode 19 and jizzing their pants. I'm not going, wait a second, I'm getting more annoyed.
How dare you?
For the very first time in the heart of New York City, Times Square. The world is watching as Spidey attempts to talk Electro down. As a side note, even before the action breaks out here, I love this conversation between the two of them. Spidey actually remembers his name and tries to calm him down in a very friendly neighborhood Spider-Man way. But after the police
that's his character. Yes. So of course he would do these things.
Intervene, Peter loses control of the situation. Electro sends a police car hurtling towards a group of people and also sends an electric current through the handrail of this iconic staircase in Times Square. To make matters worse,
that's what got us to do this video.
I don't know what that staircase is. I don't care.
I sat on that staircase when I went to BronyCon in 2010.
Did it feel iconic?
No.
Oh.
I was just like, it's just too much going on. I just need a place to sit down. I hate this place. This place sucks.
You just happen to sit on these iconic stairs. Dang, my feet though.
My feet hurt.
I ain't even take a picture or selfie of that. It's a staircase.
It's a place to sit down. There ain't nobody sitting down right now. Ain't nobody trying to sell me a CD.
Bro.
Them are cockroaches.
Oh, Wale? Oh. Hey, yo, my man. I got a little...
You like T.I.? I'm just like T.I., but better. I don't like T.I. Me neither. That's why I'm like 50 Cent.
That's why I'm nothing like T.I. He from the South. I'm from New York. Yeah, well, I don't like New York rappers. Good thing I'm from Chicago.
I take influence from Chicago.
I moved here recently. You fit leave me alone.
And let me ask you, who's your favorite rappers? Biggie. I'm just like Biggie. I'm just like Pac. Pac 2, man. My bumped it. Track 3.
Completely irrelevant question. Where are you from? I'm from Michigan. Bro! You not gonna believe it! Alright, man.
Oh, this boy.
Smell what you do.
Here's $5. But I don't even want the CD.
Who has CD players, bro? Come on. Just give me the QR code to your SoundCloud and leave me alone.
Head loses one of his web shooters in the explosion. Time slows down, and the situation is presented to the audience as if it were a word problem from a math textbook. Suppose Spider-Man has two New Yorkers who are about to get barbecued.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
It's just a cool looking scene.
Touch this handrail. He also has a larger group of New Yorkers who are about to get flattened by a 2-ton vehicle flying through the air. He must save all the New Yorkers, but is limited to only one web shooter. Show your work. Of course, Spider-Man, who isn't just known for being strong and acrobatic, but also a scientist, is able to think of a solution in time. He uses his thumb to split the web from his one remaining web shooter to catch the car. And the next part is tricky because he has to catch this civilian's hand before it touches the rail, but he doesn't have a web shooter on that side. So he shoots a stream of web from his offhand, catching it with the right hand and puts it where he needs it. And then all that's left to do is catch the last New Yorker with his web shooter hand. And to tie a bow on the whole piece,
when you look at it like this,
up.
I don't think that he's fast enough to do all of that before somebody
in the
goes
microsecond.
like that. Because the car itself moved at least a couple feet back. So then he would have to move back as they're still slowly I don't think that this is contrived in a way that makes it seem like all this is happening at hyperspeed.
If he's this fast, I don't see how he could conceivably be hit by things.
We see the New Yorkers narrowly avoid getting fried, and the webhead triumphantly lands on top of the staircase as a classic Hans Zimmer hero motif plays.
But then you have other things. You have the other Spider-Man that do things like that. Let's suffer the children. You got that scene. It's
great.
This is you can look at essentially any superhero movie and see them saving people through impossible odds.
Tony Stark having to save everybody falling out of the plane and Iron Man 3, 2?
3, 2.
3, 2, I want to say that one was. Whichever way he saved all them. 3, it's 3.
Well, I feel like I've seen Iron Man 2 and 3 exactly one time.
I don't know what it was, but I went through I want to watch a bunch of the MCU films and their sequels like 2 or 3 years ago. The bad things you thought about Iron Man 2 are still true.
Big ups. He saved them. They didn't die.
He didn't save me. He must have died. All right, thanks, Hans. The check's in the mail. Raise the webs.
Bye, CD.
Where are you from? Soundtrack for my location.
This is just one example of an action scene from the Amazing Spider-Man movies that I thought was awesome, but there are so many more. For example, we already talked about this visceral...
That looks hideous!
This suit is too...
that
It's
I
too
thought was
muted.
awesome, but there
This
are
scene,
so
this
many
is so... If you put this side by... Go back to the...
For example...
If you put this side by side with Man of Steel suit...
Oh, yeah.
Those are similar colors,
yes,
man.
for
talked
sure.
about this visceral web slinging that opens
Give
up
me
the
that super vibrant blue of
The
No Way
end of
Home.
No Way
Give
Home.
me that sapphire blue.
There is no stealth to be had with this Spider-Man. Not with that material.
But there are so many more. For example, we already talked about this visceral web slinging that opens up The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where you really get a sense of speed and fluidity, truly unlike anything we've seen in a Spider-Man movie. But you also have scenes like Gwen's death that doesn't really focus on that stuff, but more just the imagery of it all. In Gwen's last
he
moment...
literally...
Oh, is he gonna do web
He
hand?
cannot
Is he gonna
praise
clap
web
for
hand.
web hand?
We are not
It's like
clapping.
a little web. What we do? What
we
we
see
grabbing?
Peter stretched incredibly thin, trying to do everything all at once.
Pause.
Which is a...
Spider-Man 2, the train.
Spider-Man, Homecoming, the thing getting out of the rubble.
theme that's in every Spider-Man movie, but
Okay.
it's cool to see it visualized here. Peter struggles to...
It's everywhere, but it's cool here. Oh, well, so it's not cool the other places, or are they also cool? Because either if they're not cool, and you need to explain why they're not cool, or they're also cool, which means that this is not unique and this is just something that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. Because that happens sometimes. I was like, I just got to stealthily like, yeah, he did say that.
Crazy bars.
Both of our volumes went out.
Oh, okay, because it got muted somehow.
to see it visualized here. Peter struggles to fight Harry, keep the clock tower from breaking down, and keep Gwen from falling to her death all at once. It's the classic Spider-Man dilemma where Peter has to juggle being a superhero and a human being. The tension builds.
No, he's just saving a person. It's no juggling. He's being a superhero. Mm-hmm. I have to fight this villain while saving a person.
Yeah.
Until finally it all comes crashing down.
That happened in the new Superman, which I can't express my thoughts about right now.
Fair.
Really run out of time and can't save Gwen fast enough. And the way that this falling sequence is shot with the music and everything, you can really tell that something bad is about to happen. Normally you wouldn't doubt for a second that Spider-Man would make the save, but this feels different. It only gets more heart-wrenching when we see Peter.
Yeah, it's super melodramatic.
Yeah.
Like,
in denial, holding Gwen's lifeless body. And this moment
Yeah,
is really
sad.
propped up by all
Because it's the love interest dying, so it's gonna be sad, and it's sad, so it accomplished what it was supposed to do.
Hey, Superman's original was sad too until he reversed time.
The things we've already talked about in this video. Andrew Garfield really sells this painful moment, and part of the reason it hurts.
Yes, he's a good actor.
Yeah, when the building was about to crush Mary Jane and he screamed no. I felt that. I again, these are actors acting, and there's very few times where I'm just like, I don't feel this. It's okay.
Funny enough, one of the few times in Spider-Man movies where I'm like, I am not feeling this. I got to tell you this one thing on the rooftop where he's stuttering and stammering in this film, or the previous film in this one.
So bad is because of how well the movies handled this relationship. I said earlier that this version of Peter is much more broken than others we've seen, and that Gwen was one of the only people that he had in his life. The movie doubles down on this by killing Gwen and making it mostly Peter's fault yet again. Look.
No, not really, because she was the person that was just like, I'm helping, I'm gonna be here.
Don't care about my father and all that bush.
So,
though he was the one that went, stay with me, big old webs.
I'm glad we didn't watch both of these movies.
Oh yeah, no,
We
I
didn't
would have
need
been
to.
heated.
We wouldn't
Movies
need
aren't
to.
perfect. But if you don't feel at least something while you watch this scene, then please tell me what it's like to not have a soul. It really is a shame.
Feeling something doesn't mean that this is a good movie.
Yes. And I feel with I, Frankenstein is a horrible movie.
It's shot well. The acting is good. The music is not
Doing what it's supposed to.
It's not a trap beat under this. So it's
He killed.
like no. It's evoking the emotions that it's supposed to get from
It's
you.
trying to convey.
Yes. So you're like, yes, of course, you're gonna feel something for one of these things.
That they never got to make a third movie, because I think this leaves Peter in a very interesting place that we've never quite explored in a Spider-Man movie before. Imagine a Logan-style Amazing Spider-Man 3 where 10 years have passed and Peter still just can't bring himself to be Spider-Man again ever since Gwen's death. That is until the...
But he's Spider-Man at the end of this movie.
Yeah, that's broken.
And you're going, imagine this thing that may not have happened. It could have just been, he just finds a Mary Jane now.
Yeah.
It's a 10 years, it's a gruff, he's gotten a little chubby, he's out. It might not have been like that. You're just like, imagine this whole thing that I'm imagining. Like, that doesn't mean that this movie is better for a fictitious movie that you're making in your mind.
That's the best that you could come up with that would be for you. Because I personally would love to see that, and I stopped pulling my punches, Spider-Man.
Yes.
He said that, and I went,
How about we see some cracked jaws on a purse snatcher?
hey, how about we do a thing, what if, where we just get to see that motherfucking Spider-Man. Give him a mini 3-episode thing TV show.
Netflix boy.
Where just like, in this universe, before the event, the prelude to No Way Home. Let me just see him take Rhino's jaw off.
Give me 1 month after this, 1 year after this, and then 1 decade after this.
Yeah, give me 1 month, 1 year, and then a month after No Way Home.
There's some new threat that leads him to begrudgingly come out of retirement. I mean, just take my money now, please. In conclusion, despite what every video essay on YouTube would have you believe, there are some things to like here. And at the end of the day, you like what you like, and there's literally nothing wrong with that.
Boy, this is so non-committal. There are some things to like. Of course there is. But whatever, you like what you like, and there's nothing wrong with liking or disliking or anything. 10 toes down, my dude.
Yeah.
Be like, all these cucks are wrong.
Yeah.
This movie is peak.
Get them mugs out of here. I will always express my love. What's a thing that people don't like that I'm in love? You know what? It's really hard because I love good things. How about that?
I can say cats.
Yes. This
I'm
guy
always on business.
10 toes down with
the
cats.
10
He would
paws down.
He would not commit to it being a bottom 25 movie he's ever seen. He could not commit to that.
Cause it's not. Maybe.
Oh, no.
When I watched it last week, it still held up.
There's no way you watched Cats 2019 last week.
Y'all think I'm playing.
I don't think you're playing,
yeah, I love
It's the lack of belief. I do believe you. It's just so unbelievable.
I'm just waiting for the day when you knock on my door and I'm watching it because it hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna.
It's gonna happen one of these days. Hey, you see and it's just gonna be old Deuteronomy on the door, just going, I am old Deuteronomy.
Yeah, boy.
Cats beat cats.
Deuteronomy. She was on Deuteronomy.
Especially if you grew up with these movies, then it makes even more sense if you love them. After all, I'm pretty sure most of the Raimi stans only feel that way because of the intense nostalgia they feel with those movies.
So you're telling me that Spider-Man 1 and 2 are not good movies?
Mm-hmm.
absent of whatever nostalgia you think you have.
Hey, if you grew up with these movies, surely you would have nostalgia for these movies. Are you telling me that your thoughts about these movies are not correct because you have that nostalgia?
Hey, a Spider-Man movie came out within the past 6 years that I believe is the number 2 Spider-Man movie of all time. I just truly believe Spider-Man 2 might be the best superhero movie I have ever seen.
Andrew Garfield's Spidey will always stick out among the Spider-Men. He was a different type of Peter Parker. I understand that it's not everyone's cup of tea.
You didn't explain how he was.
He was emotionally broken, as opposed to the emotionally broken ones of the other films.
Love watching these movies. Are they as bad as everyone says? Well, that's up to you, but personally, I found that rarely is a piece of art ever truly objectively bad.
There's no such thing as objectively good nor objectively bad.
Rarely it is, so that means that there are times
impossible.
That it is.
In fact, if you watched my MCU Spider-Man video, then you know that there are things that I love about every Spider-Man. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I just love the character. I definitely agree that it's fun to compare these versions and debate who did what best, but just because one is good doesn't make the others any worse, and I really do think that every Spider-Man movie that we've seen thus far, be it Tobey, Andrew, or Tommy, has at least some redeeming qualities.
But
thank you for watching.
Every movie, everything has some redeeming qualities. If you eat poop, I'm sure there's some nutritional value in that poop.
There was some corn in there.
There's gotta be some sort of B12 or something that's just like, there is something here. It doesn't make it good.
Watching this video, if you made it this far, then leave a comment down below with your favorite thing about the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Hit like if you enjoyed the video, and you can subscribe for more content.
Yeah, boy.
Thanks again. Everybody stay gold.
Oh boy. Yeah, 7.5 for me.
Can we see Coda's channel? Let's see if he's still
clicky clacking, making them in,
rolling them bones.
He is not.
About a year ago, switched largely.
Oh, but then it takes about a year if we're just going by
video games, The Office, Community.
Oh wow, he had a pop. Oh, he had a couple pops. Okay.
Go to the community tab.
Oh wait, what happened here? And this was this came after it. 2 years.
Looks like he's just done. So
Threads. Still active on Threads. Yeah, he's still linking to all of his stuff. Maybe his second YouTube is active and it's just like Talking Man stuff. Yep.
Yeah, just Talking Man stuff.
All right. Yep.
Well, this moth is 24. I'm gonna say.
He said Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out when he was in high school, and that's like 2015. So like 27, 28.
I wonder why he switched to Talking Man stuff.
It tends to be easier, and you can get it out a lot quicker than the editing and the scripting and stuff. Let's see.
Modern Warfare 3 was basically just a DLC to Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah,
and the fact that they charged us $70 for it is insulting. So it's hard to argue with this, especially considering...
Yeah, this is just...
James Somerston is still plagiarizing! Oh
no! Yeah, this is just... it's quicker to just throw these out. Alright, yeah. So, regular revisited on Saturday. As we barrel towards viewer request month, I gotta get to debt to commission some art.
I gotta get to Ruby.
I have not even started Finger Ruby. I'm enjoying Black Clover. Ruby though. Yeah, Superman was watched. I'll probably rewatch it before we do that one.
Definitely.
Black Clover and
DSP Day.
Oh yeah, DSP Day. Dude, I hate you got current.
Dude, the
I
gay
understand.
stuff, the in Asmon Gold stuff.
He's
it's
been crazy
what
this
month.
month.
Has been bonkers for him.
It hit November and that switch flipped. He went, oh, it's 2008, boys.
Oh, I'm running out of time. It's about to be 2026. I gotta get my in now.
I'm gonna compact it all in these 2 weeks. Hey, why you gay? What, Phil? I'm sorry?
What? Yeah, and it's fine to be gay, but you gay. You just gotta accept the fact of your homosexuality. Pardon? Yeah.
What's the problem? Exactly. There is no problem.
Yeah, there's no
with
problem.
you being gay.
What? And he kept going.
I'm telling you right now, that would be my pick if I was in your shoes.
Pure. Why are you gay?
It's the craziest bars he has said in a minute.
What I was thinking about for either the end of the year or the beginning of next year is going through 2025 each month for a stream and watching a clip from January, from February, from March, just to get all the stuff that we forgot. Because there's been this year has been crazy.
Yeah, that could be fun.
But I've been workshopping that, just thinking. Like,
somebody remind me Saturday post stream, and I'm gonna start going through the years and the movies released, and I'm gonna pick the ones I know are bad, just so we can have a more succinct list. Cause
Mom, do not listen to this part. It'd be better to just set an alarm. Bam! Do it! We will! There we go! Yes, you gotta say woo. Even sometimes just saying the alarm is good enough. It's the implication of the alarm. You don't always need it.
are you saying you're gonna beep at these women? Somebody's gonna beep at these women. They would never go off because of the implication. Are you gonna hurt these? Nobody's hurting these women.